Alright, yo, what's good, guys? So my name's Cody, and I am the CEO of YT Money, and I basically wanted to do an introduction video to this course and basically give you guys a rundown from A to Z what you guys can expect. And so right here standing next to me, I have Devin. This is my top student.
Yo, what's up, guys? So this past year, Cody's helped actually change my life with YouTube. It's crazy. I'm out here in LA with him right now. I'm making, I don't know, $1,000, $2,000 a day. And we've just been hanging out and living, honestly, my best life, I feel like. But anyways, Cody's taught me a lot. I just hit 200 million views actually today. So I got a lot of stuff that we're going to be teaching you inside of this course.
And so yeah, guys, basically inside of this course, we walk you through A to Z how to start a cash cow channel. Everything that I've learned from the past 5 years of making money on YouTube. Everything that's allowed me to make over $1 million on YouTube is inside of this course, as well as everything that I've taught Devin that's allowed him to make, over probably $250,000 off of YouTube profit is inside of this course. So basically, guys, this is going to serve as your Bible. So if you want to get into YouTube, this is not something you want to just walk through and watch one time. It's something you want to study and literally watch religiously. Every single time that you're stuck on something, just literally take this course and apply it to your channel and just really study everything in here multiple times.
Inside of this course too, I've made it as a style where I was in the trenches going through at the time of recording all of this, figuring out what works for me and what doesn't work. And there's gonna be a lot of different strategies and things that I've invested thousands of hours at this point actually into YouTube trying to learn some of these different things. So when you go through some of these strategies, understand that there's a lot of work that has gone behind it, and it may not make sense right away. So some of these videos, I definitely want you to go through, watch them, get a good understanding of the basics, but then I want you to, after you get a good overlay of what you're getting yourself into, dive into them. Do what they tell you to do, so that way you can actually get the results. Because I hate to say it, but you're not gonna get results without working. You gotta actually put in the work, but once you put in the work, we're gonna tell you exactly what to do inside of here. And when you do it, you're going to be able to go out there and possibly, hopefully, if you just do what we tell you to do, go out there and get the same results as that I have. So this course is insane. It took a lot of time and money and energy and flights, and it was a lot to make this course. But if you take the time to actually go through it, you will get the results.
Hey guys, so Cody asked me explicitly to make a video for you guys going over my story, and I want it to be very raw, very real, and I want to show you all as much as possible. I want to go into my computer and actually show you the data of how everything ended up happening, because it actually all happened very recently. Cody has literally helped change my life. I can't thank the guy enough. But it's gotten me into a position to where I have such a large network of channels, and I think out of all my channels combined, we're bringing in about 2 to 3 million views every single day, and I have a cumulative of about I want to say 300, 400,000 subscribers. And on top of that, I did the math recently, and it's we're almost at 150 million views that I've gained since I started, and this was, I want to say 8 months ago from the making of this video that this all started to get crazy. So I'm going to break down how this all happened. I want to show you guys with actual real data on how it all happened, so that way you guys can try to replicate this success. And it's actually kind of crazy. I've had so many failures. That's the thing you're going to learn from the story, is I've tried so many different things, and a lot of it didn't work, and it literally just took for one good idea for it to all happen. And a lot of it, I'll be honest, some of it's going to be there was a lot of luck in my life, but at the same time I gave myself the opportunity. So I started YouTube about 2 years ago, and we'll actually go into my first channel I ever started, and it was actually under my own name, Devin Knupp. And in this channel, I decided I wanted to start talking about real estate. So right before this, I was going to college for computer science. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to maybe go do some programming at a Amazon or something like that, or maybe Facebook. That was my inspiration. But other than that, I played baseball in college, and I didn't really know where to go with my life. And so that's why I was going into school with computer science, because all I knew was I wanted to make money. And how was I going to make money? I didn't really know. So I started to actually get into real estate, and I made a YouTube channel on it a few months after I got started. Like I made a little bit of money off the business, but I didn't get like anything crazy. But when I first started, like obviously now like I got 11,000 subscribers, like it's a decent amount. It's a decent amount of subscribers, a good baseline. But it took I've uploaded almost like over 400 videos on this channel of myself. Every single day for a while, I would upload a video of myself. So if we go back to the first video, it was January 1st, 2018. So you guys can see that right here. And the monetization is actually off on it. But I made this first video, and these videos were terrible. Like, by all means, you guys can go and watch them if you want. I'm not going to show them in here. They were god awful. I just started putting out content. I had no idea what I was doing. I was terrible. Like, when I say I was terrible, I was terrible. And so, like, you see, like, some of these have, like, views now, but it's just because, like, I've built up more of a name for myself, and people go and watch back my old videos, but they're awful. Don't watch them. So I started this channel, and I'll show you guys kind of, like, the analytics of it. I started this all at the beginning of 2018. So I will be honest, I've been doing this YouTube stuff for a decent amount of time, but there's so many things that if I would have done from the beginning, I would have been able to get so much more success, so many more results. And Cody really like took me from like I was maybe like going like this, and then I just started going like that basically after starting to work with them. As far as like how much money I started bringing in, my like growth as far as like channels, everything really kind of changed around that point. So anyways, so like we go through, when I first started uploading videos, I wasn't getting any views. And I wanted to show you guys this part because just understand, I've been in the same position that you are right now for most of you guys. Some of you may already have a channel, but I really couldn't figure it out to save my life. I uploaded 3 videos and I thought they were terrible. So I was busy with school and I had all this going on, and I was getting like a couple views a day. Nobody was really watching my stuff. It was actually kind of interesting that I even got like 1 or 2 people viewing. But then I started to realize like, hey, some of these videos are starting to like get a couple of views here and there. It's nothing crazy, but people are like actually watching the video every single day. Like it's just my content's out there. People are starting to watch it. So I started to put out like a couple more videos. Like all I really had was my Instagram following, and I think I had like 300 followers on Instagram, and it was just like friends and family. So I was just kind of putting myself out there with them. I put out a couple more videos. And then I just slowly just kept putting out more and more content. And then it was around like this time, May of 2018, I decided I was going to upload a video every single day for a year straight because I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know where I was going. And I started to notice like I was able to get some more views the more like I talked about it with people. I even tried buying views on the channel, and it didn't work. I don't recommend doing it whatsoever. But this is the only time I've ever bought views. I tried buying views, like 2,000 views for the channel. It didn't work. I was just so desperate to make something happen. And then it took forever. I want to say it was around like this time period right here, like June. Once like you start to see these views start to shoot up a decent amount, I was like this is when I started uploading every single day. I was trying everything, and I was just literally recording these videos. Now I'm a lot better at doing it, but I still think I'm terrible at it. But you get better as time goes on, I guess. So I had like 700 views in a day, and that was crazy for me. That's still really like this whole time I wasn't making any money off of YouTube. I was getting my name out there, but that's about it. So I just kept doing this. Like I bought like 20,000 views right here. Definitely not worth it. It didn't do anything for my channel. Don't recommend it. I just want to be blunt with you guys. So I just kept uploading videos, and even though it shows there's a couple of gaps in here, I uploaded every single day. I think I missed like 2 days after like a year. So going into 2019, as you saw, I got my channel monetized last year. Like if we go to the last 365 days, I got my channel monetized a year ago, December 21st. This was the first any sort of money that I ever made off of YouTube. I made like some money doing like some side hustle things, but really nothing for almost a whole year. I didn't make really much. And so then I just started to make like $20 a day. It actually wasn't bad. It turns out when you make real estate content, you get like a crazy CPM. So I was making like I was getting like a $30 CPM on a consistent basis. But it really wasn't that much money. Like after a whole year, I started making like $20 a day. And for a lot of people, that kind of seems like a failure. Like total off this channel only made like $6,000. So after I just kept trying to do it, and I want to show you guys this because it's real, it's raw. And then I after a year, around like May 20th, I quit uploading videos, and then this channel still gets me views to this day. Like, it actually got demonetized for a little bit, but I got it figured out. It still makes me $30 a day. I haven't, like, as you guys see, I haven't made a video since like May on this channel, May 19th. And now that I got this channel, like, it's still monetized, like, it's still just getting these views. I made a little mistake. I made a lot of mistakes, you guys will see that, but this channel still makes me $30 a day. Like, it's just like money into my pocket. It's almost enough now to where it like basically almost like pays for my rent at this apartment that I'm currently staying at. And I basically live for free because of this YouTube channel. So I started to notice that I could easily just like, as I put out more videos, I would make more and more money off of YouTube. So then I decided to start making content off of YouTube because I started to hear of Cody. I started to see what he was doing, and then I got into this next channel, which I will show you guys from here on out. I'm going to show you guys all the channels, but I'm not going to show you guys the channel names or anything like that, just because of a variety of reasons on a lot of these different channels. But I will show you. I don't mind going through the analytics, showing you everything that ended up happening. So I ended up starting up this channel right here, and this was actually the channel that started it all off. After a year of doing the Devin Canutt personal channel, I got on to starting up this channel. If we go to the lifetime of it, I started it up in March, and then I just started like uploading a couple of videos. I was uploading one video a day, and then after 2 weeks of starting this niche, I ended up it just started to go crazy, and this was like the wildest thing for me. It just started like shooting up, which you guys can see the whole lifetime of views, but it just started shooting up for me, like 20,000, like it was going from like 50 views a day to 1,000, 3,000, and mind you, this is all organic. This is all just from the algorithm on YouTube. So I was getting like 1,000 views a day, and it shot up to 100,000 views in a day, and then I remember this point in my life, like 400,000 views a day, and then 1 million a day, and then I got like 1.4 million views a day after 2 weeks of starting this new channel. And so the reason why I wanted to show you guys that is because I didn't really know where I was going with YouTube. Like, I knew of it. Like, I just started putting videos out there. And what I've learned is as you like start to just put out more and more and more and more content out there, eventually you're going to start like getting better at it. You're going to start like learning new things. You're gonna start having more and more opportunities show up in front of you. And I just like, after like a year straight of uploading on my personal channel, it's just like nothing really happened too much. Okay, I made a total of $6,000 in ad revenue. I made a little bit more money off of like some affiliate stuff, which we'll show you guys how to do in this course. I probably made like another $10,000 off of affiliate marketing. But after 2 years of work, only $6,000. But what I did was I took that knowledge that I learned for the past like 2 years of doing this personal channel, I translated it over into this new niche. I translated it over into this more viral trend. Even though I didn't really make much money off of my personal brand, as soon as I like translated that knowledge into this new channel, I was able to take that knowledge and blow it up, which basically just making better thumbnails, making better titles, and learning how to play the game of YouTube. You just gain it over time. It didn't happen overnight, but I just kept stacking this knowledge, and then it just kind of blew up. So this channel, it's been through a lot of waves. This is when I first got started. I had problems with monetization, which we're going to teach you guys how to avoid a lot of this stuff. I got demonetized for like 45 days. Biggest mistake. Like, we're going to teach you guys how to not make that mistake inside of this course. Like, I've just right here, what you're seeing, it like saddens me. I've missed out on, I added it up to what the views were and stuff at the time, because as you see, it was kind of high. I missed out on like $20,000 to $40,000. That was a big mistake, but I want to show you guys all the mistakes inside of here. And then as you guys see, like, here's another one of my channels. This one I actually started after I started this one right here, because this one got demonetized, so I wanted to fix the problem. With this one, I was hoping I could get it fixed, and I was able to learn from those lessons. And if we go to like the lifetime of the channel, I was able to learn from those lessons and then take them to Like I basically blew this channel up. I started leveraging my first one because it went viral. And then even though it wasn't getting any money, I still uploaded videos, as you guys will notice on this first channel. And then I just leveraged the views to start up a new channel. Like I never quit uploading. Even though I got demonetized, I realized, oh, I'll just start up another one and just have 2 channels I'm running. I was busy as heck. Like I was working like 12 hours a day getting these videos up. But yeah, so I was able to get this one monetized as well. I learned from my mistakes, and it was able to just start generating me money. And this one actually still generates me like $100 or so a day to this day. Like same with this last one. Like it still gets me like a good, let's see, $140, $200. Like I don't even touch this channel anymore, and it still makes me money. So I learned from that one, and then I learned from these 2. And then I started up this other channel that just like, it went insane. It was kind of cool. This was actually after we started making this course and everything. So this is all like current, like today, what's going on in the future. It's going to change. I'm going to make a lot more money. But I wanted to show you guys where we are today. So if we go to lifetime of this channel, we're struggling for a decent amount of time to get any traction on it. But as you see, it's like a brand new channel and stuff. And then, yeah, so we just... Like, I just took that knowledge that I had from the other channels. I will be honest, I kind of like leveraged the niche, and here we are today, where you kind of just like learn from your mistakes. As this one, as you see, this one's like $2,000 a day we just hit on it. So some of these channels like I don't even like know anymore. So and then this one kind of went viral. As you see, $86,000. We're still getting in the last 48 hours 1.1 million views. And then we go over to like, I'll show you guys some of my failures as well. Here's another channel. This one, we had trouble with like the timing of it and all this stuff. But basically this one I actually purchased from somebody. But if we go like the past, say 2019, because this one I started around those channels as well. This one, like I was able to get it up to like $400 a day, and now I think it still generates, let's see, it still generates a good like $20 a day. We're not uploading any more videos again, but we're gonna get back in the swing of uploading videos pretty soon. So there's this one. This one it just had some problems with building a team and everything on it, but now we're able to get it figured out again. This is a new one. This one is crazy. This one happened, I want to say, I don't know, like a month ago. But basically, I uploaded I started the channel pretty recently, and then I uploaded one video. It was doing like all right. I was like, I want to say at least 44 views. I was just like watching them on my own channel just to try to see if I could make the channel get going. And then it just like I uploaded another video, and the algorithm just like took it off. It got 1 million views within a week actually of like uploading the first video. Still to this day, we're getting more videos up. Don't worry, like I'm gonna leverage. We just ran into some issues with this channel, but this channel is able to make, like, just off of 2 videos, it was able to make me almost $7,000. Brand new channel. Like as you can see, like I'll click on lifetime so you can see like when we started it. Oh, okay. Actually, this one I bought, it was monetized. But anyways, if we just go back to the last 28 days, this was the first, like, there's no other videos on this channel. I'll go to this videos tab. I won't show you the videos, but we just got a 3rd one up today. There's literally only 3 videos on this channel. So anyways, yeah, so then this one went super viral. It made me $7,000. This one's like super recent, so that's kind of cool. I can show you guys that. Here's another one. Like this one is like a little bit more of a long-term evergreen type of style channel. In like the last 90 days, we had one video go viral, and then now we're just like continuing growing the channel and getting it all going. So anyways, there's this one where we got like it's starting to make a little bit of money. Then there was this one. We ran into a big issue. It got demonetized, but we were able to learn from the mistakes from this one, and now we're able to get channels monetized again in the future. But this one's kind of just like a lesson. It still gets views, but we're not able to make any more money off of it. It actually, like, let's see, I think it's all broken now because it's demonetized. Oh, okay, so we can like see how much money this channel's made in its lifetime, but it did get demonetized. So this was another channel. This one I bought off of somebody. And then there is like this one where I had it go viral, but then we just had a lot of trouble trying to get it monetized as well. A lot of these issues, like, it just has to deal with monetization. So you see, last 365 days, we were able to get it to like 100,000 views a day, but we weren't able to get it monetized. We ran into some issues, and it's actually today it still isn't monetized. Even though it says it made 61 cents, I think it got demonetized or something like that. But this channel, we definitely had a little bit of some issues and whatnot. But as you can see, like, I've started up a lot of channels. Like, I've only shown you guys like half of them. But I started up channels. I failed forward. I made a lot of mistakes, and then I would just keep going. I would just keep starting up new channels. I'd start up a new channel, and then I would just keep reinvesting the money. And then the past like 8 months, I've been able to get to where I am today, where I'm able to do cool stuff like this one, where I was able to get it go viral with only just 2 videos. So anyways, as you guys can see, this is all just like, it happened very quickly for me, but it took a very long time. So if you guys are ever frustrated, you're not able to get results, just understand, like, you're probably not going to get results for a decent amount of time. It's just like all about like learning and experiencing, trying to get into the game, understanding business. But as time goes on, as you just keep showing up over time, eventually you just get the results. It's kind of impossible to fail on YouTube these days if you just keep showing up. Like, as you saw, it took me like a good year and a half, and I had to learn so many lessons. I did probably everything wrong in the books. So this course is going to be as best as it ever could be, because I've had so many failures. And I've been able to learn from so many of these mistakes, and I've surrounded myself with like really great people inside of my life. So anyways, throughout this course, I hope to show you guys a lot of the things that I've learned through a lot of these experiences and help you guys go out there and replicate my success, where you can have a network of literally hundreds of channels that are able to just make you money without you really even having to put in that much work. With all these channels that we're running today, like, as you see, they're all still getting views. Like, we got full-on teams running these channels. I only had 24 hours in the day. I probably work for, I want to say like a good 12 of them, but it's my lifestyle, and I don't have time to run all these channels. They're all ran by other people. What I do is, like, these days I just come up with new channel ideas. So anyways, I'd love to help you guys get success, and actually that's really cool. This video is starting to get a decent amount of traction right now. So maybe a video is going viral. But anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys were able to see my story. Hopefully it inspires and motivates you guys a little bit. I'm only 21 years old. I just turned 21 a week ago. So as time goes on, the success is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And I'd love to have you guys be on this journey with me and be able to capitalize on this opportunity in front of you. So anyways, thanks Cody for bringing me on here to teach you guys all the channel, but that's my life story, and I'm excited to hear about some of your guys' results in the future. Inside of this video, we're going to help you decide what type of channel you're going to want to create. And so when it comes to channels, there's usually, it's like a split decision. Do you want to be a part of the channel, or do you want to have other people, or just no voice, or just other people inside the channel, so that way you're not tied to making the content in the long term of the business. So if you're one of those people that wants everything to be fully automated and have something that you can scale more effectively by creating more channels, or being able to try different types of content out and not being known for making these videos and being more anonymous, then I really recommend that you go with like a faceless, voiceless channel that isn't your own. So I would recommend starting up one of those types of channels and more of like a viral content channel that is fully on autopilot. Now, if you do have a bit of a personality, or you're very knowledgeable in a certain space, and it's going to be hard for you to outsource, or you want to create just your own personal brand and have people love your content for what it is, as who you are, and just build more social awareness around your name or your channel and have your voice being unique to that channel, then you will want to go on that side of things. Now that's totally up to you. It's a little bit harder to scale and create multiple channels if you're the face of the channel, but some people do enjoy going that route. So now that I've kind of breaking this out, when it goes into kind of like the scalable, automated side of things when it comes to YouTube, now there is also a couple of different content strategies inside of there as well that you'll want to decide on. And you want to decide on this so that way you can start developing a plan as to you scaling this business and what type of people you need inside of your business as well. So you'll be doing probably most of the grunt work at first when you're getting started until you start either making money or you have the ability to start outsourcing things and hiring people on. So inside of there is also, you can create compilation channels, which me and Cody personally do not recommend. If anybody really tries to tell you that that's the best way to make money on YouTube, you just got to be very careful. The reason being is because majority of these videos, they get claimed. You don't make too much money off of it, and we'll talk a little bit later inside the course about compilation channels. But you can also create a channel where you just have a simple layout of, you have a script, someone's reading the script and you're showing different videos, or you can also create an animated channel as well. So you want to decide what type of channel you are wanting to create, but at the beginning you'll just want to at least decide which direction, which pathway you want to head towards. And from there, that's going to help you decide, make a few of these decisions, setting up the channel and everything in the future, especially this module and the next module. So anyways, hopefully you guys were able to come to a decision, but I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, so now for this video, we're gonna get your YouTube channel verified with YouTube so you can add in longer videos. And then on top of that, we're gonna help you set up an AdSense account. So that way, when your channel hits the minimum requirements and as soon as possible, you can get your channel monetized. So there's gonna be a little things that you need to set up. So what you're gonna wanna do is jump over into YouTube and you'll just click your little logo in the top right corner of your channel. And you'll want to go to YouTube Studio. So this one is the beta, and this one you'll be using a lot, but there's some features inside of this one that they just haven't added yet. So by the time you're watching this video, they might have added some new features, so you don't have to go over here. But you'll click Creator Studio Classic and then skip. Once that pops up, which Creator Studio Classic's in the bottom left, and then you'll want to go over to your channel, which is on the left-hand side column. So as you can see, we need to verify our channel. We don't have a lot of these features, like we can't upload 15-minute longer videos. We'll want to make sure that we can do all that, thumbnails and all that stuff. So first of all, you'll just click this verify button, and you're going to want to just add in your phone number right here. So you just do text and then add in your phone number. So now if you have created multiple channels, this is actually a little bit of a hack, sort of say. So you can only create up to 2 channels per phone number. So what I like to do is create a Google Voice phone number. And so you just download the Google Voice app on your phone, or you can go onto it on your computer and create a new phone number, and you can use that. Or another option as well, if that's not working out for you or you already have a Google Voice number, then you can also ask a family or a friend number. They're never going to get any text other than just one text. You can tell them all that. So it's just going to send them a verification number like you normally get, and get that all set up. So that's what you do if you have more than 2 phone numbers, and I'm actually not going to do that right now. So once you do that, you'll be able to do longer videos and do custom thumbnails and some different things like that. Inside of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create the YouTube banner and YouTube profile picture for your channel. So we'll start off, first of all, like, you have 2 options. You can either just simply hire someone to make these for you, which is going to save you tons of time if you're not good with Photoshop. So I definitely recommend just going over to a website like Fiverr.com and just hiring someone to do it. I'll show you guys how to upload it and do all that stuff and get your banner all set up. But I recommend you just go to Fiverr.com and type in YouTube banner, and then you can have them create a banner and a logo. You just find someone that you like, and then find like a style that you like, and then I would rather just pay someone to do it, like the 20, 25, however much it costs. I would do that, but I'll also show you guys how to do it on like Photoshop, or there's websites like Canva.com, and then I'll show you guys how to create it real quick. So first of all, recommend you go to Fiverr, but if not, I'm going to give you guys a quick tutorial on how to create a YouTube banner. If you get lost, if you have trouble with it, just Google how to create a YouTube banner. There's so many tutorials out there that are 1,000 times better than what I'm going to give you, but I'm just going to give you the kind of like the quick rundown of what I'm doing. So let's open up YouTube real quick, and then we'll just create like an example channel. I'm just going to grab some random channel. Let's say that this is our channel, Yes Theory. And we're trying to create a thumbnail or a banner for them. Then what we're going to do is, what we need to do is grab the size of the banner. So what I recommend is you go over to images on YouTube banner size and try to grab one of these pictures that gives you like the pixel size of what one of these things will be. And then you can either go to, like, I have Photoshop, and what it's going to be is like 2560 by 1440 pixels, and you can create a banner that way. And then I got it all set up on Photoshop and everything. And then what I'll do is I'll copy this image, throw it onto here. I just copied and pasted it. And then with that, I have like kind of like the background. And then what's going to happen is the like little blue area inside of there is the safe area that will show up on like desktop and everything. Like you'll notice like there will be, it's not showing the full banner, but it's pretty tall, so it's only showing like the middle of the banner. So what you want to do is try to keep majority of the content right here in this desktop, minimum, and mobile safe area. So if you're paying for somebody to make a banner, make sure that most of the content is in the middle of the banner. We'll make sure that it all fits and everything on your channel, but definitely make sure that it's all in the middle. This is the pixel size, everything you need to know for it. And then what I'll do is I'll just start like having some sort of layer where I'll just like create the first top layer. Let's say that we're gonna do it like all black, and then I just turn the opacity down just a little bit so you can see the background. And then I just start like adding in, like, sometimes I'll just do simple text, just like subscribe or I ban you. Like just something silly like that. You just need at least like something to get you started. This is what I do for most of my channels. I just throw up something stupid like this. And then I turn it up to like 100% opacity. So it's literally just white text on a black background. And it's in the middle. It's in this like little safe area that shows up on the little, that shows up on the desktop minimum and mobile. And then the left side, like the little sides on the right side, the right and the left of desktop max. That's like what you're seeing off here to the right side, like kind of how it fills in a little bit on both sides of this banner. But basically just make sure all your content's in the middle, and then this banner is honestly good enough for most of the channels that I'm going to start. I'll start off with something like this, say something simple like subscribe or I ban you, subscribe or I'll kick you from Fortnite, subscribe or I'll kick you from Minecraft. I don't know, just something like silly that tells people to subscribe and it's good enough. Or you can just do something fancy and hire someone off of Fiverr, which I recommend if you're trying to really brand your channel. But definitely just this is good enough for now. So let's say that this is what we're going to use. If you don't have Photoshop, you can also go to a website like canva.com, and we got to log in. Let me log in real quick. And then now that we're logged in, you can basically just use this website and you can like create your own like little templates and everything. They already have like some sort of like banners. I used to use this website all the time, but now I have Photoshop, so I don't need to. But you just type in like, let's say YouTube banner. You can also use this website to make like thumbnails and stuff like that. But I assume that all of these are the right size, so I'm just gonna click on it and then just make sure it's the right size in the top right corner. So just really use any template, and then we're not seeing the pixel size. It's been a while since I used Canva. But anyways, there's a way to do it on their website where you can just make sure that it's the right size of the banner. You can figure out how to use Canva on your own. It's pretty straightforward. You can throw text onto stuff. You can kind of create simple thumbnails. I use this for a lot of the stuff before I ended up like getting something like Photoshop. If you don't know how to use Photoshop, it's not a big deal. Just use Canva or just hire people off of Fiverr. They'll be able to do a lot of it for you, and try to save as much time with this. It's not that big of a deal, but just try to do something decent. And then as far as like the profile picture, if you're gonna make one, you just do that same. You kind of take this pixel size, which I do like 800 by 800, and then try to create a picture for it. So I'll do it real quick for you guys. So I'll create a new document, and then we're gonna try to do it with the 800 by 800 parameters, which you can do the same thing on Canva. It's like you can set the parameters and everything. I haven't used it in a minute, so I'm not the best at it. So, which actually it looks like you can create a design and then go to, I'm assuming there's a YouTube. Yeah. YouTube channel art or something like that. But anyways, so what I'm going to do is just take these 800 by 800. I created the square. And then what I'm going to try to do is just find some random pictures. So what I try to do actually is anime pictures, like just some sort of like random picture at first is good enough. Like sometimes like there's been channels where I'll just type in like anime, and then I'll use like some sort of random anime character for a little bit, because then for some reason like anime is like super niche specific, so I like to use the niche at first even if I don't know anything about anime. These are really good profile pictures. It's kind of funny. So I would just use this temporarily, and then people like will start subscribing, and you're gonna learn so much about that anime character. But that's how I started a lot of channels at first, is you just get like something that's like super niche. You can do like this, or you can like anime, you can do like some sort of meme that you find, maybe just like some SpongeBob character. Just like something at first if you don't have an idea of what you want to do. Just like some sort of like SpongeBob, I don't know, PNG. Like you can do like a picture of SpongeBob or something doing stupid, or Plankton or Sandy, I don't know. Squidward, yeah, like this one's actually kind of funny. Like, I don't know, something like this. Just, if I can click on it. Just some sort of picture temporarily, some sort of character, until you can kind of develop the branding for your channel a little bit more. Just use some sort of picture. So like, let's say we're going to use this guy for our thumbnail. Is perfect, honestly. I might use it for a channel. So we're gonna make this guy so he fits inside of here, get him kind of centered. He's a little bit too long neck, so I'm gonna kind of pinch him just a little bit, bring him a little bit closer, and then honestly that's a fire thumbnail right there. Or profile picture. And you can like change the background color if you want, or something like that. If we wanted to do like, here I have this open. If we want to do like black, or I don't know, purple or blue. This blue is actually pretty decent. So maybe I'll do something like this just for now. Maybe throw on your own little your own twist or something. I'm literally just doing this on a whim, as you see. Like I just pick something. I'm just exporting this picture real quick. And then let's go onto my channel. And then what I would do is you just like go into customize channel when you go into your channel. And then you're going to simply just change your profile picture, change your background. And when you do all that, you just throw in these pictures that you created. So the 2 pictures that I made, the subscribe please. Yeah, so like we'll throw this in as the profile picture, and then the subscriber ban you. And then you simply just go in here, you'll click the little edit pencil, and then throw in each one of these pictures. Make sure like the crop fits it perfectly and everything like that. And that is pretty much it. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, pretty easy to throw in. You just drag and drop into your little channel art, whatever. But that is how you make the banner and the AV. I recommend that you at least get just do what I did, just make something in Canva, get something up for now, and then maybe pay somebody on Fiverr to get you your stuff as you go. If you don't have the budget for it, which most of you should, but if you don't have the budget for it, like I said, the subscriber I ban you. This I've done many times on channels, and it works just fine. People will subscribe, or I've even left it blank. It really doesn't matter all that much. You need something to get it going, and then you can always change it in the future. No one's gonna criticize you or anything like that. Just get something up, and it works just fine, and then improve it as it all goes on. So anyways, that's how I do the channel art and the background, all that stuff. Pretty straightforward and simple. Hopefully you guys were able to get it all figured out. If you need any help with tutorials, how to use Photoshop, how to use Canva.com, like I said, just go to this website, canva.com. And that's how I made a lot of my thumbnails. But if you need help with it, there's so many guides on YouTube, and you can just Google it. If you need help with anything, search those tutorials, and they'll teach you how to do it, especially with YouTube content, because there's so many creators. There's going to be a lot of support on that stuff. You're going to have to be a little bit resourceful, so I definitely recommend you learn how to do this stuff. But anyways, that's how you make it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Devin Canup, if I haven't been formally introduced yet inside of this course. But what we're going to be doing inside of this video is establishing where you are currently. So do you already have a channel and you want to blow that thing up? Do you have no idea where to start and you want to start figuring out what niche you should get into and breaking it all down? I'm going to tell you guys where to go inside of this video, so that way we can save you as much time as possible and start getting you on the fast track to getting millions of views on your YouTube channel. So first things first, if you have no experience, you have no channel, you have nothing set up whatsoever, then I want you to go through this module that you're inside of right now, module 3. And what we're going to do is help you pick a niche. We're going to help you decide how to start your channel, what strategy that you're going to take for getting started, and getting all of that set up. And then even getting your basic channel set up and everything like that. And then next, if you already have a niche and the channel set up, we're gonna help you guys set up a lot of the back end, getting the channel verified, how to download content, how to find the videos, how to create thumbnails and stuff like that. A lot of the beginner basics. So if you already have a niche, or you want to make sure that you have all your backend set up on your YouTube channel correctly, jump down to module 4, and we're going to go over a lot of that stuff. So if you already have a niche, then go down there and get started inside of there. Now, if you already have a channel, you already have a niche, you're already putting out content, and you haven't gotten your channel monetized yet, that's the next step for you, go down to module 5, and we're going to cover getting your channel monetized as soon as possible. So with some of the strategies inside there, you can get monetized within just a couple of days, which is crazy. So just take note inside there, figure out what works for you. If you want to get your channel monetized as soon as possible, make sure to go into that module. Now in module 6, let's say that you already have everything set up. You got a channel monetized, you got it all set up. Literally, you just want to blow that thing up. This is a little bit more advanced. If you've already gone through a lot of the processes that I've talked about already inside of this video, and you just want to blow your channel up at this point, that's where you are in the stage of events, then jump down to module 6 and everything after that. We're going to start breaking down how to make videos go viral, some of the hacks that we use, or the skills or the techniques that we use, and are able to over and over and over again with new channels be able to get it to millions of views as soon as possible. So if you're in that position, jump down inside of there, and we're gonna help you blow up your channel even more and turn it into a cash flow machine. And then after that, we're gonna teach you how to just do better on the videos, some of the nitty-gritty specifics, how to make people more entertained inside of there, how to get long-term views, so that way you can get views for years on end. I have a couple of videos that I've put out when I started YouTube a year and a half ago. This was before I started doing viral channels, where they still get a couple hundred views and still make me a few $1,000s. every single month off of content that I put out a long time ago, and I wasn't even really trying to make viral content. It's just getting into that SEO of YouTube's algorithm and being able to get these long-term views. And then on top of that, maybe it'll help you boost your channel a little bit if you're switching niches or new to the niche. How to optimize your monetization, we're going to be covering that. How to make as much money as possible on every single one of your channels that you're running. And then how to really just fast track everything with all these techniques and just really expedite the growth process of your channel, because it usually takes a little bit of time to get into the algorithm. We're going to help you expedite that, so that way while you're putting out viral content, it'll get to that point of getting millions of views a lot faster. And then just some of the nitty-gritty things, some problems that you might run into, we're going to cover that inside of here. And then we're even going to cover how to outsource literally everything and automate your business, so that way it's able to run full scale and grow without you and be able to generate revenue whether you are available or not to upload the videos, and basically put everything on autopilot. So anyways, that's a quick little rundown of this course of what's going on inside of here. You're gonna see my face a lot inside of a lot of these videos. So just giving myself a little bit of an introduction and helping you guys understand where you need to go inside this course. But anyways, I'm excited to help you guys out, and let's blow up your channel and at least help you get a channel set up in the first place and blow it up if that's the situation that you're in. So anyways, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next few videos, and make sure that you take action on every single piece of information that we put out there if you are trying to get your channel to as big and profitable as possible. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, so it literally can't get any easier than this. We are literally giving you 25 channels. You can pick one of them, you can pick all 25 of them eventually and make money off of them. But basically, these are all channels and niches that you can go out there and literally just copy, replicate, and be able to make money off of it. It can't get any easier than this. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use this list. It's pretty straightforward. You just click on the links. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you how to pick a niche that's the best for you, because you don't want to start all 25 at the beginning, and you don't want to do something that you're really not passionate about, because you're not going to be excited to make the videos, at least at first. Now I really don't care what niche I'm in, because I like making money, but for most of you, you probably want to pick something that you like that will be fun for you to do, so it's easier for you to make content for it. But anyways, so what you're going to do is download this list. It'll be down below or in the resources tab section inside of this course somewhere. But basically, once you get this list, each one of these niches are ones that we've curated, we've looked at. They make a decent CPM. You can make really good money, and there's a pretty high cap as far as like how much money you can make in these channels, in these niches. A lot of these channels are making over $100,000 a month just from farming the content off of these niches. So we're going to show you guys all how to do that, but they're in no specific order. Don't feel like channel number 1 is going to be way better than channel number 25 because of the list. It's just we threw them up here. They're in no specific order. So what you want to do is go through these niches. Let's say you want to look at WWE, see what's going on inside of there. What you do is just click the link and then go over to that channel. And simple as that, you're just over onto the channel. You can start looking at the channel, see if it's something that you like. Maybe start doing a little bit of research, which we'll show you in the next video. And it literally can't get any easier than this for you. We're literally giving you the formula. All you got to do is take these channels and replicate what they're doing, and you're able to simply just get an extra, let's say $10,000 a month, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month. If you are able to replicate the tactics, the strategies that we use, what they use to be able to grow on YouTube. Can't get any easier than this. But anyways, in the next video, I'll show you how to pick a niche, what's going to be the best for you. So that way it's going to be the easiest for you personally. It's going to be different for everybody, so make sure you watch it. But this is the 25 most profitable niches list. Inside of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to pick out the best niche for you. So there's a couple of factors that plays into whenever I'm picking a niche, and it most certainly applies for you depending on your budget, how much time you have available, as well as like what do you enjoy. So the first thing that I really recommend to anybody is figure out what your boundaries are and what excites you the most. So if there's any niche that you see on the top 25 most profitable niche list that we give you guys, if there's any that you see, like let's say that you're big into WWE or something, then do a WWE channel. They're like, just know that like any channel on this list, you're definitely going to be able to make a decent amount of money off of it. The limit as far as how much money you can make in the niche is pretty high. It's definitely, at least you can make more than $10,000 easily a month off of any of these niches. Just find something that you're passionate about at first. But let's say that you're maybe stuck between a couple of these niches, or maybe let's say you're stuck between, I don't know, Star Wars and let's say a scary horror channel. If you're stuck in between these two niches, maybe this is what I would do, kind of try to figure out what's the most plausible for you. Or if you don't know what niche you want, I'll show you guys how to figure out if it's plausible for you or not. So we'll start off with, let's say, these scary horror YouTube channels. So you click on the link, go check out the channel, and then check out the content. See if this is something that like kind of intrigues you a little bit, kind of interesting, and see how hard it seems as though like to get this content. So what I start doing is like, oh, okay, they're making videos, they're putting out like one a day, nothing too crazy. Their thumbnails, they're pretty clickbait, but they're not too hard to make. It would just be probably like they're quality pictures, so it's definitely going to be kind of hard to make, hard to find, or you got to like do a little bit of Photoshop and stuff like that. So if you're good at Photoshop, probably maybe a little bit easier for you to get into the niche, or you can try to learn how to make these thumbnails. But anyways, I just kind of like take a look at all their videos, see what their most popular are, and see if I can try to do better than them. Also, what I would try to do is like try to watch these videos and see how quality they are. And if you think you can make better than these videos, then definitely make them. Like that's the thing. You want to try to just like improve the quality just a little bit more than these channels that are getting the most views. And I imagine these videos, they aren't all that quality. Here, we can even like check one out real quick. So we're watching this video. They have like a decent a little bit intro.
Never see most of them, but of course you don't have to fret because everyone here at Top 5 Supreme is committed to bringing you the best.
So they definitely like pretty straightforward content. It's only 4 minutes long, so it's not too long. And what they're doing is they're just finding random pictures on the internet. It looks like they're finding like crazy stories, and then they're just throwing a voiceover over it. So literally, as long as you like have an iPhone, you're able to make some of these videos. So just make sure that you have like the right equipment to make it. But this video quality isn't anything crazy, and that's gonna be how some of these channels are. Just make sure that like you have the capability to make these. These people are definitely being a little bit resourceful. They're probably finding some sort of articles online, some sort of like clickbait news, and then they're just compiling a bunch of these videos and photos together, and then they're just doing a voiceover kind of telling a story as to what they find on the news. A lot of these channels, they'll try to find articles that are already up. So what I definitely recommend is just trying to try to search some of these topics and see if you can find similar sources. Check different places like, let's say, Reddit, or maybe just try to find some like weird wonky news websites online. Just try to like search everywhere, see if there's any articles, any blogs, any similar videos that maybe you can take inspiration from, and then see if you can try to replicate it. A lot of these pictures they're just finding online, compiling little odd videos and trying to throw them into a video, and then just trying to make it into 10 minutes. That's all they're really trying to do. And this is like a niche that would be easy to get into. So just what I recommend you do is just go through this list. I just use that one as an example, but go through the list, find something that you are able to create, you think, to make something like pretty decently quality with the technology that you have available and the budget that you have and the resources. And then try to duplicate that. So if you're able to maybe outsource and hire some of these parts, you can probably do some of these harder channels like this MASH channel. But if you're maybe like trying to ball on a budget with doing this YouTube cash cow channel, then maybe try to do something like this. So just figure out what fits your budget the best, what fits your personality the most, and then make a decision from there from this list. If you guys need any more help trying to find other niches, like honestly, this is everything that you need. But if you're really struggling, just feel free to reach out to one of us and we'll be able to help you out. So anyways, hopefully I was able to help you guys pick a niche a little bit. If you guys have any questions, let me or Cody know. We'll get this figured out for you. But anyways, hopefully you guys pick a niche off of this and then just start going from there. Start trying to get this all going, and we'll get it all figured out in the future and try to get you blown up as fast as possible. We need you to be putting out content of sorts. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.
In the previous video, we were talking about some of the negative side effects and how to handle a lot of that stuff. But some of you will probably have a little bit of a fear in making your first video. Everybody that's ever started YouTube has probably faced this problem, and there is this necessity for a lot of people to seek perfection when making your first video. You feel like it needs to be perfect. But here's the thing. You're never going to give yourself an opportunity unless you've gone out there and put out the content. So the best thing that you can do is just start putting out content. It may not be your best work ever in the world, but you need to start putting videos out and just working from that. You have a starting ground. You need something to start with, and then just start slowly improving over time. Because when it comes to YouTube, it's not necessarily one video goes viral and then you're just set. Usually a lot of people, you build up to this high quality that you're making viral videos consistently. You build yourself up to that point. And so what you need to do is put yourself out there and just start putting out content. Now, how to get over the fear of uploading. Now, the thing is you're just gonna have to eliminate emotion away from the content that you're putting out there. Like I said, it's very important for you to just put content out as soon as possible. So what you need to do is just put out that first video, and you need to remove the emotion away from the content that you're putting out. And how you do that is by simply just thinking of it as a business standpoint and putting out, just trying something and testing it and seeing if it works. And if it doesn't work, then just go out there and put out another video. Now, the thing is, when you're getting started, you'll want to do quantity. And when you're doing quantity, you're not necessarily putting out the most high level Mr. Beast style content. You build up to that level, especially as a beginner. If you've never made a video before, if you're the one doing everything. Now, if you're hiring people, that's a little bit of a different standpoint. But you just need to put yourself out there and make a video and just upload it. Now, obviously, you want to try to style how other people are making their content as well, so that way your content is going to be as top level as possible. And the more that you are able to duplicate other people's success, the easier you are going to make this for yourself, to be able to go viral, to blow up, and to get millions of views and make tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars from this YouTube business. So what you need to do is just start making your first video. We're gonna break down step by step how to do that inside of here, but remove all of your emotions away from everything and just start trying your best to put out content immediately. And from there, we'll be able to help you blow that up and take your channel off to the next level. Even if it's not a face, if it's not a personality, and it's just your editing using some sort of voice actor or using scripts or other things like that, you just want to put it out there, and then as time goes on, start taking in some of this constructive criticism and improving on the content. But don't worry, just put out your first video. Try to put out a video as soon as possible and start putting yourself out there and start putting content out, so that way you can give yourself the opportunity to blow up. So anyways, in the next few videos, we're going to be breaking down how to start making content and how to source all this different stuff and how to put together a finished product. So I'll see you guys all in the next video. So what equipment do you need to start your YouTube channel or to start producing content? So there's going to be a few different things. Now, it depends on the style of the content that you're creating. Now, if it's a personality channel, or let's say like a gaming channel where you're playing video games and people, like, you have a face cam or you have a camera recording you and all these different things. Now, obviously, that's going to be very different compared to somebody that's just, let's say,
a sports channel where you're using top 10 plays from the NBA and you just have someone talking about some of the different plays and everything, or top 10, whatever it may be, you're definitely going to need completely different equipment than the person recording videos themselves. So now I'm going to break this video into 2 different segments. And if you are doing a personality channel, I'm going to talk about that right now. If you're doing where you have a script and you're doing voice recordings yourself, I'm going to talk about that. And then talking about video editing software and everything along those lines. So now, as far as personality, if you're doing a camera, if you have your face in the videos, then you'll definitely obviously need a camera. But to be brutally honest with you guys, all that you need is actually right in your pocket right now. And that's what I did for the longest period of time to get started with just my personal brand channel. And I feel like that relates the best. And I was just simply using my iPhone. I would just record all my videos, preferably use the back camera because the front camera is not as good or as high quality. But if you can start recording the videos off the iPhone, it's honestly just good enough. The iPhone, I think it's like the 6 Plus and up, they record in 4K video, which is more than enough to be able to start your channel going, and that's really all you need. And the microphone inside of here, it's actually not too terrible if you have the phone close enough to your face. Now, obviously, if it's like 10 feet away, it's going to be very hard to pick up some of the audio, so you may want to get a mic. But if it's like as far away from this camera to me, which is like 2 feet away, then you really don't need to worry. Everything that you need is inside of this iPhone. Now, obviously, if you have a little bit of a budget to work with and you're doing a personality channel, then I really recommend getting a camera. Like I have this G7X Mark II that I use to record my videos. I just started to upgrade as I started to make money off of my channel and my personal brand. And it's not something that's needed immediate. I think I gained my first 2,000 subscribers all off of my iPhone. And then as I started to grow more and more, then I started to buy a camera, and then I bought a mic. So you can buy like a microphone, something like this, to make your audio quality a little bit better, because the iPhone, it can get you so far, but using a microphone, it will help improve your quality a little bit, but it's not a necessity. You just need something to record videos, and if you have a phone, that is going to be more than enough to record your videos, at least when you're getting started, and start developing your personality, start putting yourself out there, and start being able to grow your channel based around just more or less the content and not necessarily the quality. You'll see people that have multi-million view videos, like even like 50 million view videos, where they simply just use an iPhone. They have crappy video or like even less quality than an iPhone. It's not very good, and the videos are still going viral. So you don't need anything all that special. You don't need anything crazy. You don't need a camera. Just understand that you probably have everything that you need right inside of your pocket currently. So you can use that, and then you will need a video editing software, which we'll talk about in a minute. But if you're doing a script voice, like if you're just doing the voice acting and you're using other people's clips, like let's say you're doing some sort of compilation with the voiceover over it, then you will definitely need some sort of mic if you're not outsourcing your business right from the get-go. But you will need some sort of mic that you can record the videos with. The mic that I personally have back in my place in my apartment, I have the Blue Yeti. I think this thing runs for like $100. And then we also have this mic here that I see a lot of other content creators use. This Blue Snowball, you guys can check it out. This thing, I think it's like $50. So I really recommend investing in a good mic, especially if you're doing compilation videos, so that way your audio quality is pretty decent. And then on top of that, you will need some sort of video editor or editing software. So for the longest time, I was actually just using the iMovie on my iPhone. I was recording all of my videos on my phone, editing on my phone, and then uploading to YouTube directly from my phone. If you need to figure out how to do all that stuff, just Google all of these different questions, like how to use iMovie on the phone. And there's obviously not that many things you can do on there, but if you are really on a budget, you can do something like that. But I really recommend, if you have like a MacBook, usually it comes with iMovie, which is more than enough quality to edit videos. You'll have all the features inside of there. There's also some other editing softwares, and just figure out what is best for you. They have like Sony Vegas is another one. I currently, what I do is I have an Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, so I have all the Adobe softwares. And if you are a student, you actually get the software for, I think it's like $20 a month if you have an email with a college account. So that may be able to be of use for some of you guys. And you get all the softwares. You get Premiere Pro, you get Photoshop, you get Adobe Audition, which is very quality for recording your audio for your videos. So if you're going to be recording the audio, then I really recommend that you get something like that, because then you can add in different filters and make your mic sound 1,000 times better than just the simple just simply recording the audio and not having any edits in it. So you can make it so the background noise goes away. And if you need information on a lot of this, Adobe has all of their resources, and just about any question that you have, like let's say how to make my audio sound better on my microphone, like let's say we're using the Blue Snowball, then what you can do is just Google how to make the Blue Snowball sound better. And there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos on specifically how to do that. So you got to be a little bit resourceful inside of here, but just about everything that you're going through right now, there is some sort of step in the process that will show you how to go out there and do that. So let's say that you don't have a budget whatsoever and you can't afford Adobe Creative Cloud, which like I said, it's $20 a month, and you get 2 accounts. If you have a student account, I think it's like $50 a month. Don't quote me on that if you don't have some sort of email account, but I really recommend getting that software. If you don't have the budget, then you can even use a website called canva.com, and it's like a kind of like a free Photoshop. There isn't all the features that they have in Photoshop, but you can do majority of the things inside of there and learn how to use it. So before you start making any videos, I really recommend that you play around with some of these different softwares, trying to learn, like if you just bought a new camera, just learn how to do some of the basics. Watch a few videos online about how to use your specific technology that you have, how to use your Blue Yeti, how to use your Blue Snowball, how to use your G7X, how to use Photoshop, how to use some of these different things, and just make a couple of like variations. Like let's say you have an idea in mind of a video that you're going to record. I really recommend that you just mess around with the different softwares and the different pieces of the different equipment that you have, so that way you can get yourself used to it and become better and learn some of the different features and be able to speed up your time. So also with a lot of this different equipment, there is a decent amount of a learning curve to it. And what I mean by that, at first, everything's gonna seem very alien to you if you've never used the software before. But trust me, as you start to go on, your video editing time will definitely split in half. Like if you're taking 6 hours to make a video or 12 hours to make a video, you can easily get that down to like 3 hours to make a video, down to even where it was taking me like an hour to make a viral video. So you just start to improve on the software and just start messing around with it. Try to learn all these different functions inside there. And once you start to learn some of the short keys, like Control C for copy, different stuff like that for these different softwares, that's when your time decreases so much, and you can edit videos a lot faster and produce content a lot faster. So really try and just experiment with the resources that you have. If you're just using your phone, try to figure out how to use iMovie, maybe edit a simple video, throw in some cuts, and try to put things together that way. But I really recommend, if you have a computer, that you learn how to use some of these different softwares. And so on top of that, if you really are on a budget, you didn't hear from me, but you can also torrent some of these different softwares. Do I recommend that? Not really, but if you really have to, then you can get some of these softwares for free. Just Google how to torrent some of these different softwares, and you can actually get them for free. So a big little secret right there. But it's just, I really recommend that you purchase it, but if you have to, you can go that route as well. So that way you can at least have something to edit these videos. Now, as far as the hardware for your computer, you will, like if you have an old desktop computer that was your parents' computer or something like that that you're using, it's going to be very difficult to edit some videos in there. So I really recommend that you can get something with a little bit stronger of a processor if that is an availability to you, because it's going to be very hard on your processor, and editing videos is probably going to be very taxing for it, and it's going to take a pretty long time to do it. So if you can get a newer computer with bigger processors, that's going to be definitely recommended if you're the one editing all the videos. Now, obviously inside of this course, we're going to show you how to outsource all of this and have other people do it, and you don't really have to be reliant on what softwares that you personally have. But I really recommend that you have a decent computer if you're doing a lot of this stuff yourself. So obviously, if you're hiring people, jump down to that section and everything and start figuring out how to hire people. But these are some of the different softwares that I use inside of there. And so actually, as well as I was starting to upgrade my software, I was using my iPhone to do everything. And then I ended up purchasing, like I just bought one of the most expensive MacBooks just so that way I could edit videos personally myself if I have to. Now I'm in a position where I don't have to edit videos, but just keep that in mind if you ever are in a position where, like, if one of the editors doesn't show up one day and I have to personally put out a video, then I will make sure that can get done by being able to have a computer that's capable of doing all of these different things. So just understand that, and hopefully you guys were able to understand what to do. Download some of these different softwares, play around with them. I really recommend getting used to them, so that way you can speed up the amount of time that it takes to make a video. So that's what I got for you guys as far as equipment. And then in the next few videos, we'll start talking about specifically editing these videos and what you need to have inside of there and how to get the content for these videos. So anyways, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Inside this video, I'm going to show you guys how to download your videos in the highest quality possible. So if you have a video and you want to use like some of the different clips inside of there, or you found a video on Facebook or some other social media platforms, you can use this tool that I'm going to show you guys to simply just download the videos. All you have to do is just paste the link inside there and it'll start downloading for you. So this works for Mac and Windows as well, and it doesn't cost you any money unless you're trying to download 4K videos, and I'm actually not sure how expensive that is, but 1080p is usually quality enough for any videos that you do, unless you have some like crazy sort of video that you're making that requires 4K. But like I said, 1080p is just fine enough. Most other sites, they're usually like 720p, which isn't that quality. So this is a little bit higher quality, and like I said, it's free, and it will save the video automatically wherever you want it and set it up to be. So what you're gonna go do is go to 4kdownload.com/products/product-video downloader, and we will have either the link down below this video, or it will be in the resources section inside the course. So what you're gonna do is simply just go to this website and get the 4K video downloader. So I've already done it and I have it installed on my computer, so I'm gonna show you guys it in action. So what you're gonna do is, let's just say that you want to use this video, amazing construction tools and ingenious working. For some reason you want to use a couple of clips out of this video. What you will do is just copy the link address, and you can even just copy the link address from whatever platform that it is, as long as it's like directly to a video link. And this can be on, like, let's say Vimeo or Facebook, and I think it actually shows you like all the different places that you can download it on. But anyways, what you're gonna simply do is we'll copy this link address, and then once we copy it, what we're gonna do is go over to the 4K downloader, and you basically just skip through all of this stuff, go to paste a link, and then once you paste the link, it will, like, if it's already in your clipboard, most times it'll just paste it in already for you, and all you have to do is just pick out what format you want. I would obviously do high definition as much as possible, and then you can also just extract the audio if you want the audio from the video. On top of that, if it doesn't automatically paste for you, you just simply paste in the link when the little pop-up shows up, and then you'll simply just hit download video. And now that it's done downloading, it literally took me 30 seconds. I'm on pretty fast internet, But what you do is you just click these 3 dots right here next to the video, and then you just show in Finder or show in Folder, and it'll show you where the location of the video is saved. And so you can also change up where it saves in the preferences, so that way you don't have to find it. But it's pretty straightforward and simple to use. Simply just find the video that you want and download it this way, and then splice it up, throw it into whatever video you want. Just make sure that, like, I would upload it first, the video, and make sure that it isn't copyrighted or anything like that. But that's how you do it. And then if it is copyrighted, YouTube will tell you immediately if there's some sort of content ID claim on the video. But other than that, pretty straightforward, and you can start making money and getting high quality clips in the best quality. If you want to do the 4K, like I said, you just gotta purchase a key and you can upgrade it to premium. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Okay, so this is the tutorial for the compilation channel. Pretty simple, not too hard whatsoever. I'm just gonna go with soccer. I don't know if he's doing soccer, but it can be anything. You can do sports, any type of sports, football, soccer, baseball, basketball. Doesn't really matter, just depending on what you're actually doing. So I mostly just, where I get the clips is majority if I get the clips from like YouTube. And then I just typed in best soccer clips and just found a whole bunch of different clips. I've already downloaded 2 already down here. So you can go on any one. So I think this is the one I downloaded actually. So you can go through the video. Has a whole bunch of different clips. And then I mostly just download it. From then I use the SafeRoom.net plugin. I think it's an extension for Chrome, so you can just download it straight from here. So I just clicked on this, download it, or you can use one of those MP4 converter websites either, regardless of whatever one it is. And then I just dragged them into Premiere Pro. So let's just grab one of them, dragged them in. So there's music already behind it. You're gonna want to just delete all the audio because the audio is already taken out anyways majority of the time. So you're going to want to add your own background music at the end. But the problem with most sports videos is they're copywritten after 7 seconds. So the rule of thumb, don't use a clip over 7 seconds. If it's too long, cut it down to 7 seconds. So majority of the time, try to stay under 7, just to try to stay safe. And sometimes the video still might be claimed. So this would be, trying to go through the clips. So this would be like the first clip. So I just cut that. Okay. So that was the first clip. So now that's the first clip. And now of this video, of this best football skills video, we don't want to use more than 7 seconds consecutively. So we're going to grab another video I downloaded, and you're going to want to download like maybe 4 or 5 different videos. So you can have some space in between this video, if that makes sense. This makes sense when I do it. Okay, so for this video, this will be the first clip. He made a goal, different perspective of the clip. Okay, that was the first clip. So now we have this clip now. So now we have 7 seconds of this video, right? And now we're cutting to a completely different video, and it's showing that clip. This is over 7 seconds, so you're gonna want to probably cut this down to something smaller. Just giving you as an example. You're gonna have this video. It's gonna play through, and then you're gonna want to have 2 other videos of putting, so there's going to be a 3rd video and a 4th video that you'll download and put a clip in between there. So there's going to be 3 clips in between this one clip. So this is 7 seconds of this clip. You're going to have another clip from a different video, another clip from another video, and then another clip from another video. And then that's when you can come back to this best football skills video and take another clip. So that was another clip right there. And then you're going to drag that there, and now you have 3 clips of 3 different types of videos, if this makes sense. And then you're gonna keep on doing, you're gonna repeat that process over and over again, so the algorithm doesn't catch the video. Other than that, you're gonna want to keep on doing this until you get to 10 minutes. Pretty simple. And then you're gonna get some background music. I mostly just go to YouTube, type in copyright music. You can go to anywhere really. Like, this is a good website. So you're gonna want to put just, I don't know, a good audio track, I guess, some type of audio track. And you're just probably going to download that, and then you're going to put it back into here behind it. Another thing is, if there's logos, see like this logo up here, that's not good. You're going to want to put your logo there instead. So whatever the logo is for the channel, you're going to slap a logo right over that. So with this logo is pretty high, and it takes up a lot of the space. If you want to blow up the logo that much, I guess you possibly could, but majority what I would do is I would just zoom in a little bit, bring it down a little bit, and then you can put your own logo here so it doesn't take up too much space, and you can still see the clip entirely. That's pretty much it. If you want to put any like transitions, you can in between. I use different, there's plugins for everyone. I use the BCC plugins. You can find any plugins you want wherever you find your plugins. It's like a glitch plugin. So there goes that, blah blah blah, and then put in like a transition between each one, whatever you want to put. It's like a TV one, right? Whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So inside of this video, I'm going to show you real quick, step by step, how to set up your upload default so you don't have to type everything out every single time. So what you're going to want to do is go over to YouTube Studio Beta, or the YouTube Studio, and it's actually in the Creator Studio Classic. So what you got to do is go down to the Creator Studio Classic over here in the bottom left hand corner. Just go over to the Creator Studio. And then once we're inside of here, you're going to want to go to your channel, which is on the left side, and then upload defaults. So what you're going to want to do is put in the upload defaults, and actually we will have a template all set up for you. It'll be down below this video currently. And what you're going to do is just copy and paste the description inside of there. And then as far as the tags go, you'll want to do a little bit of research on other channels inside of your niche specifically. We will show you how to do all that in a later video, but just keep in mind what you're gonna wanna do is just put in a few tags that are relative to your channel. What I like to put inside of here are just some like basic stuff. So whatever like your channel name is, which mine is Devin Canup, and then maybe what the topic is, some of the like the basic stuff. How to, like, since I'm talking about real estate in this niche, how to get in real estate, how to get in real estate with no money, how to start in real estate at a young age, different things like that. Just general tags that would be useful for how people would find your niche in general in your channel. So, and then how to type it in, you'll want to put these little quotation marks after every single, before and after every single phrase. So it would be like open quotation, Devin Canup, close quotation, and do that for every single one of your niches. And what this will do is it'll set it up so that way it'll show up in every single one of your videos, and you will never have to do it again, at least for the basic stuff, so for the stuff that's super repetitive, and this will save you a lot of time. And also make sure that the privacy is I like to usually have it on private for most of my channels. This channel I don't do too much after I upload the video, but if you're adding end screens, other stuff like that,
I usually like to have it preset as privacy. The category, just have it whatever niche that your channel is in. So if you're talking about how-to videos or how to dress up or something like that, do how-to and style. If you're doing gaming, so on and so forth, pretty self-explanatory. The license, just do standard YouTube license. The title, leave it blank. Description, like I said, tags. Comments and ratings, I always allow comments. If you really want to, you can turn this off. But I really recommend that you leave comments on, so that way you have, it kind of helps out the algorithm a little bit when you have people comment on your videos. And then on top of that, users can view ratings for this video. You can leave that on. Video language, whatever language that you're doing it in. If you're doing it in, let's say, Spanish, then do Spanish. But most people probably watching this, they're doing it in English. Community contributions, I leave this on in case someone wants to translate the videos for me. So if you have a viral channel, you can have people submit different descriptions or subtitles for you, and then you can have that so that way this video is public for a different language than just, let's say, English. And then caption certification, I would do just this content has never been aired on US TV, and that way, like, that's just the standard that I do. It doesn't really matter too much. And then I don't like to make the video statistics public, just so that way other people don't know exactly how well my channel is doing. I like to kind of keep that stuff under wraps as much as possible, but it is still accessible if you use tools like Social Blade and other things like that. So keep that empty. But other than that, that is how you get set up the upload default. So that way, once you have every single video that you upload, this will be already in there, already set up, so you don't have to do it every single time. And then obviously you will want to hit save, which I'm not going to because I already have this set up on this channel specifically. But like I said, the description will have it already set up as like a template, and then you'll just fill in the blanks for what the template is and what you need inside of there as far as what you should have inside of your description. So anyways, that's what we got inside of this video for the upload defaults, but I'll see you guys all in the next video. How to optimize your titles so that way they show everything as much as possible and they fit perfectly for mobile. So what you'll notice is that as you scroll down like through your feed, there are certain titles that are just definitely too long and they don't show the full title on mobile, which is honestly about like 70 to 80% of my viewers on some of my viral channels. So as you can see, if a large majority of your audience is viewing on mobile, you want to make sure that they are getting everything they need to know to click the video and trying to get them onto it. So this is a strategy that I definitely recommend that you try to implement. It's not something that like it has to be done. It's okay if the titles are longer than what I'm going to tell you guys, but I would prefer that you do that so that like as much as possible, so that way you can optimize it for mobile. It's not a necessity, but I heavily recommend it. So the amount of characters that you need for a title in mobile is 35. So if you go over 35, some videos it will start to cut off when you're looking at it on mobile. So if you can keep it around like 35 characters or less, it'll show everything that you need, that you want to show inside of the title, and that way they can read it all and be able to get the information necessary to watch the video. Like I said, if you go over 35, it's not a huge deal. I haven't had a problem with it, but I noticed videos do a little bit better if you have shorter titles. You have the option and the availability to do up to 100 characters, so try not to use that as much as possible. Try to do that here and there if you're trying to add in a bunch of keywords into the title, but keep it under 35 and you'll be set. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Inside of this video, I'm going to show you guys a few of the softwares that we use to kind of hack other people's channels and figure out what they're doing behind the scenes that normally isn't shown on YouTube. And then on top of that, to help YouTube become a lot more convenient for you and save you a lot of time. So these three tools, the first one, well, first of all, you need to have Google Chrome, to my understanding. I don't know if you use some other browser, but I just recommend using Google Chrome to use all these different these different extensions, but I recommend downloading TubeBuddy, which I already have it installed and everything. So, and then vidIQ, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna sign up, and then you're gonna install their little software, the Chrome extension, and then Keywords Everywhere. And this will show you the step-by-step process on how you can install it and get it on your computer. So first of all, what I recommend that you do is go over to one of your channels after you've installed all of these softwares, which we will have in the resources section inside of this course. So what you will want to do is, first of all, TubeBuddy is usually like these little red icons, and you can look at different like tools that they have. They're always coming out with new tools, different like industry news. And then you can also keep track of your milestones. So if you're trying to hit different goals as far as subscriber count, it'll keep track of that for you and give you a little certificate every time you hit one of these milestones. So anyways, what you want to do as well is like just mess with a lot of these different tabs. Like they have tons and tons of different tools that you can use inside of here. So if you ever have any questions about it, you can Google it. All these extensions, they're free. They also have an upgraded version. This one channel, I have the upgraded version of TubeBuddy just because it came free with one of the networks I was in. But other than that, you really don't need any of the upgraded versions of it unless you're trying to do like bulk actions, which basically like if you want to add an end screen to all of your videos and have them all be exactly the same, or let's say you want to do 20 videos or just a decent amount of videos, then it'll help you save a lot of time and do that, which you have to have the upgraded membership, which I think is $10 a month. But like I said, it's not necessary. You can just get by with all the free tools and stuff. So anyways, definitely go around and mess with it. This one's the vidIQ. It'll have like some of your different numbers, and you can have like some of the numbers display on the top right. And these are all real time. So like the last 48 hours is how many views, the last 60 minutes. And it'll show you all of these different numbers that are available that are live, and it'll show up in the top right corner of any page of YouTube that you're on. So that's super helpful if you're trying to, like if you just want to get a quick glance at what your analytics look like without having to go to the channel dashboard and then go to analytics. So anyways, yeah, definitely mess around with them. On top of that, let's go to this Mr. Beast video, for example. It will have, you'll notice a bunch of different things show up on the right hand side right here. So for example, just the TubeBuddy, it'll show you like how many views the video has, how many comments, how many times it was shared on social media, and then on top of that, different things about the channel. So this channel has almost 3 billion views, 21 million subscribers, and they have 700 videos uploaded. And then when you go down, you can see what all vidIQ has to show. And normally as well, there will be some tags, but I guess Mr. Beast doesn't use any tags in his videos. But it'll have the tags that they use right here, and it'll rank what place in search these tags are ranked on. So you can maybe copy some of these tags over. And then over here on the right side, it's going to give you a lot more information with vidIQ. And this one is actually a pretty important analytic, the views per hour, the view velocity. And this isn't always the most accurate with vidIQ, but you can get a good general insight as to how it's working. Considering this video was uploaded, I think like 3 hours ago, and it's saying it's only had 34,000 views per hour, it's definitely a lot higher than that. But you can kind of use it as like a general understanding of what's going on behind the scenes. You can see what social media is linked, how many links they use in the description. There's a lot of different information. And then you can even see like what country the channel's from, and there's a lot of different stuff. So anyways, I definitely recommend that you get some of these different tools. And then on top of that, I'll show you guys Keywords Everywhere real quick, since I haven't shown you that. So let's say that you search literally anything on YouTube. So let's say we type in fitness. So what will happen is it will show you how many views or how many people per month search some of these different keywords. So the word fitness has about 1.2 million people a month searching this keyword. And it will also give you a click-through rate as to what these different, like how much you might make off of some of these different keywords. So if you use Fitness Blender, you could get about $1.71 to 2 cents per 1,000 views. And this I wouldn't say is too accurate. Let's see if we do something that I know is high CPM. Usually videos about lawyers, lawyer videos, they usually have a higher CPM. I know it's going to be a lot higher than $7.93, but you can use it as like a general quick glance to see how high the CPMs are in some of these different niches. So that way, before you get into a niche, you can kind of see how much it's going to pay out and how worth it is for those niches, and how many views you need to get to hit certain dollar points as far as how much money you're making. So anyways, download these tools, play around with them a little bit, get used to using them, because me personally, I use them every single day whenever I'm researching new channels, trying to hack some of these other channels and basically see what tools or what keywords that they're using, so that way I can simply just replicate it on my own channel. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, so this video is going to be very, very important. Unless you've already had millions of views, tons of people commenting on your video before, you definitely need to understand this for your long-term success of you as a person and your channels that you're going to be growing. So inside of this module, we're going to be breaking down a lot of the beginner basics as far as like where to find the content, how to put together these videos, how to do all the basic stuff, and then later we'll jump into how to make viral content. But inside of here, I really want to cover this one point that I think is very, very crucial. And I believe it's honestly one of the hardest parts of YouTube and the worst parts as well, because once you start putting yourself out there, you're going to have a lot of people that love you. You're going to have a lot of people that love your content, love the effort that you put in, but then there's always going to be those few people that just dislike your content. They're just, it's not necessarily directed towards your content all the time, but there's just negative people out there, and they're going to go through and they're going to comment in your videos, oh my gosh, you're the worst person ever. Just different stuff like that you may not feel like it's all that important. Yeah, whatever, that person can go F themselves or whatever, but you need to understand that everybody gets this. Everybody gets these negative comments. And the thing is, the most important part that I want you to understand and get through your head is none of this matters. So none of these different people nagging on you or saying these different things or disliking your video or unsubscribing, just completely ignore it. Don't pay attention to these numbers, because YouTube gives you a lot of analytics. So if you watched the last module when we were going over the analytics, there's a lot of information that it gives you. And some of the information inside there as well is some of the things like how many, like what people are saying, how many dislikes the videos are getting, how many unsubscribed that you're getting. Don't pay attention to these numbers. Focus on the long term. And if I were to go through and read every single one of my comments on every single one of my channels that's getting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views every single day, I would probably start to feel a little bit down. There's going to be hundreds of them out of the tens of thousands of comments that I'm getting every single day. And you just need to move past that and just focus on the positive. Focus on improving your content. Your content is going to be terrible at first, and totally understand that, but you can always improve on it. Now, I'm not saying to completely ignore it, but some of it's going to be constructive criticism. Like, there's been times where I've uploaded a video and maybe I forgot, like I turned up the music too loud. All you can hear is the music and no voice or no audio, none of the actual juice of the video. And I was able to delete the video, re-upload it, and fix it because of this constructive criticism. So now, obviously, that has its own place, but don't hang over all of the negative things going on inside of YouTube. If you've ever read any comment of any YouTube video or the comment section, it gets a little bit nasty. Just ignore it and focus on you growing out your channel. And I know this kind of seems silly that I'm making this video, but I've seen way too many beginners personally that I've helped personally that have just, they're in a negative mood because of what's going on inside of their channel, or they're stressed out. Oh my gosh, this content isn't good enough. It's not good enough for, like, there's all these people complaining about it. Just focus on the long term and just focus on trying to get as many views as possible. So as far as you understand like some of these things and you really register this and process it through your head, you're going to be better off the more that you implement this personally, and just seeing everything as advice or people just have nothing better to do with their life. So anyways, don't take any of it personally. It's all just a game at the end of the day, trying to get as many views. So now that we've covered that, I'll see you guys all in the next video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys a way to skip the review process, and then on top of that, have a company that will literally protect your channel from getting demonetized. So this is actually one of the biggest secrets. When it comes to some content, there is a lot of content out there on YouTube where they deem it as against the community guidelines, whether it has something like a lot of compilation channels go against community guidelines, and there's a large variety of reasons why YouTube might deem your channel demonetizable, and we want to protect that as much as possible. And on top of that, if you are in the review process for your channel, we can help you skip that right away. Immediately, they'll be able to monetize your channel immediately as soon as you do this method that I'm going to show you inside of here. So as you see, I'm over here on Mr. Beast's channel, and this process that I'm going to show you guys is getting set up with a network, and I'm going to show you how to have them reach out to you and how to find a few. So what you will want to do is on the about section of your channel, you will want to make sure that you have your email address set up on the channel. So it'll be under, like, it'll be on this about section and have an email address set up. And this is how channels or networks can reach out and contact you. So how to get that set up is basically you go over to your channel, and then once you're on your channel, you'll do customize channel, and then on the about section, you will want to add in whatever email you want them to reach out to you on. And when you have that email set up, this will allow like sponsorship deals, different networks. Everybody will have the ability to send you an email, so you will want to have an email on there that you will check. Probably not have it set up as your name in there, something that is anonymous, so that way nobody knows who's running the channel if you have your channel set up that way. But you'll just add the email in for business inquiries, and you'll just simply add an email in here. It doesn't have to be the same one that you signed up with your channel. And so other ways to come across different YouTube networks is just go over to a new tab and search YouTube MCN. And MCN stands for multi-channel network. And then what you can do is you can start going through and you'll find some different MCNs. So different companies, like one of the big ones is Social Blade. They have their own MCN inside of there. So just simply type in Social Blade MCN, and when you go to this, you can sign up for their website. You can simply just apply, and you'll just click join the network. And basically, what you will do is link your channel, probably create an account with Social Blade, and if they are interested, they will sign you up. And as soon as you join a network, basically you get monetized. So basically, what a MCN or a network is a company that helps protect your channel. And basically there's a lot of different things that they have to offer. So if you were to look at the definition of a MCN, YouTube has this whole on page where they describe basically how it all works and how everything works inside of an MCN. So we will have this link down below this video, and you guys can check it out, and it'll basically describe how exactly an MCN works. But basically, in layman's terms of how a multi-channel network or a network is basically they will have you inside. They will take a percentage of your channel. So basically they are known as kind of like the admins of your channel. Like they will help protect, they'll try to bring you sponsorship deals, they'll try to help give you some resources. So if you don't have the money to afford some certain resources, but you have a good concept for a channel, sometimes these networks will actually supply a lot of this stuff for you. So if you're trying to hire different people on, they will sometimes just take a percentage of your channel, a larger percentage, and they will hire everything out for you. And there's like a lot of different things. It just really depends on the network. Now, before you jump inside of any sort of network, make sure that they have good reviews. Look them up on YouTube, look them up on Google, and make sure that they have a good community base and people respect this company, because there's a lot of bad things that have happened with networks. And just the simplest way to avoid a lot of this stuff is just Google the name of the network. And when you do that, just look at some of the different reviews to find the network that best suits you. I know Social Blade has a network. A couple other companies have different networks as well. And just find the one that suits your niche, your channel the best, and just simply go out there and apply for it and see what they have to offer. See what type of percentage they're willing to take from your channel in order for it to work out. So from my experience, really small channels, sometimes they take like 20%. So if you have a channel going really viral, I wouldn't sign up for something like that unless you need to get monetized, or else you're going to miss out on a lot of money. Usually in most of the channels that I do like a 90-10. So basically I get 90% of the ad revenue from my channel and they get 10%. As you start to have a bigger and bigger channel and you have a larger following, you can get into a 95-5 to where basically they take like 5% of your channel. So anything over 20% is a little bit extreme. They'd have to have some crazy offer for you. But over 20, I probably wouldn't do a deal with that network. I wouldn't sign up just because they would be taking a little bit too much revenue for what it's worth. I would rather just wait for the approval process if you're trying to get monetized, and then just do everything on your own. You don't necessarily need a network, but if you're doing viral videos where it's compilations, or you're doing voice actors and you're using other people's content, I would really recommend getting inside of a network just to try to keep your channel a little bit more safe and away from getting demonetized. So this is how I get some of my channels that definitely shouldn't be monetized. How I'm able to keep them monetized is by just jumping inside of an MCN. So hopefully you guys were able to get a decent amount of information out of this, but that is how to get inside of a network to get your channel monetized faster, to get some benefits that maybe otherwise as a solo creator you wouldn't have. But I will see you guys all in the next video. Inside of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to purchase a channel. I'm going to be going over a few things inside of here, and I wanted to make sure I was covering everything just to make sure I get it right, so you guys have all the information you need to know to go out there and purchase a monetized channel. So first things first, if you're purchasing one, make sure the seller is legit. And so the best way to do this is to see if they sold other channels and talk to the people that they sold channels to before, or you could use third-party YouTube services, which we will be going over at the end of this video. And second thing you want to make sure is that you already have a vision for what you're going to be doing with the channel, and this will help you make sure that you're purchasing a channel already like in a niche that you're wanting to get into. So when you start uploading videos, it's not trying to convert an audience as much as possible, because you don't want to take people from, like, let's say a Fortnite channel or a gaming channel over to a beauty channel. It's going to be very hard to convert that audience, and you're going to get a decent amount of resistance moving forward. It's going to be like you're starting from like a brand new channel basically. So make sure that it lines up with the direction that you're trying to head. And you can definitely just verify what type of channel it is, see what videos are already on the channel, and make sure that they're kind of similar to the niche that you're trying to get into. So this will help you get into moving the right direction. So the next thing is make sure that the prices are right for the channel that you're buying. And what I recommend when I show you some of these different sites to purchase channels off of, just get a couple of channels in like the same niche, talk to a couple of people, and see what they're offering the channel for, and then purchase the cheapest one, or as I'm jumping into the next point, making sure that it's a good channel to purchase and you're not just wasting money. Make sure the channel has momentum already. So what I mean by that is when they upload videos, they have like a certain view velocity, which basically means when you upload the video, it starts getting a certain amount of views every hour. Because if they if their videos, every single one of them are only getting like 100 views, then it's going to be you're going to be basically starting from scratch. You're not going to have too much momentum. And that still is going to be better than a brand new channel. But if they have any momentum whatsoever, it's going to be better. So compare the prices. And if it's like, if you had the option of, let's say, paying $500 for a beauty channel that is monetized but it has 0 view velocity, or you have the option to pay like, let's say, $800 to $1,000 to pay for a channel that's getting, let's say, 1,000 views a video, then I would probably go for the $1,000 channel, just so that way I can save myself time, and it might be worth it to me to spend that extra $500 to buy the more expensive channel because it already has the momentum or the view velocity. So on top of that, what you will want to do, any channel that you ever purchase, is you want to view the monetization and copyright claims, strikes, and make sure that there's no strikes on the channel. And so how you do this is you'll go over to your channel and it will show up over here. Like basically what you'll have them do is go to the Creator Studio Classic and then simply just click channel and then go to the status and features, and you want to make sure obviously that the channel is monetized and that it's enabled, because if you're buying a channel that's disabled, then what's the point of purchasing this channel if it's not monetized? On top of that, you want to make sure that it has 0 copyright strikes. Even just one strike can potentially screw you over in the future. And as much as possible, you want to buy an older channel. So figure out when it was first made. And how you do that is you just go into the About section on the channel when you just search it up. So it'll tell when the channel was created, and the older it is, the better. So for some reason, like YouTube sees it like the older channels are less risk for them because they've been in the system for a longer period of time. Whereas some of the newer channels, they don't know exactly what's going on. There could be some sort of thing, like if you're doing anything that might possibly go against the community guidelines, they'll be quicker to terminate your channel or something like that if you do something that's outside of the guidelines. So if you purchase an older channel, it mitigates a lot of the risk that you could potentially have with having a monetized channel. So definitely make sure that there are no community guideline status strikes or anything like that. And then I recommend as much as possible trying to use a third-party YouTube services to make sure, just so that way the payment goes through and you get the channel and you're not getting scammed or anything like that. So what I would do is just Google purchase monetized YouTube channel. And there's going to be a few different marketplaces or websites where you can do it. This easyviral.com, it's actually like you pay, I think, like a flat fee of like $650 and they'll get you a monetized channel. Or if you want to spend, I think it's like $300 and they'll monetize the channel that you already have for you. So that might be worth the time that it takes to get a channel monetized. There's some other websites like Epic NPC, Player Up, and you can just go into these different websites and see what's all for sale. So this one's a little bit more of like a forum. And let's say like, oh, I'm trying to get a channel that is in the music niche. So you just go into here and then you can see what's going on. And this channel isn't monetized yet, but it's actually in reviews. So this will save you the time. It already has 13,000 subscribers, 158,000 views. And you can purchase these channels. So also, as much as possible, you want to make sure that they are organic views and subscribers. But if they are botted, I would just prefer it being an older channel that they are selling, and not something that's like literally they created yesterday and they botted it, because that would be potentially high risk, because there is a chance that it hasn't gotten caught by YouTube with the bots that they're using. So make sure that it's a little bit older if it is already botted. But I wouldn't pay that much money whatsoever for it. Maybe just like a couple $100 for the monetized channel. So this is probably a little bit accurate of what I'd be looking for, like a 2007 channel, 17,000 subs, organic, and $850. That's not too bad of a price. It's actually pretty decent. So just make sure that this channel is in the niche that you're trying to get into, or if that doesn't matter too much to you, then don't worry about it. But like I said, I'd rather try to get a channel that's already like kind of in the niche. Like if I'm doing a Fortnite channel, I'd want a niche in the gaming niche as much as possible. So that way I can get it moving, because it's already like in the algorithm for gaming as a category. So anyways, as far as purchasing a channel, just verify these few things and you should be good to go. And just make sure, like I said, as much as possible, you're not doing PayPal to purchase channels. If you have to, go for it. But if you're doing PayPal, try not to do friends or family or anything like that. So that way, in case they scam you, you can at least get your money back and everything like that. So anyways, that's how you purchase a channel, and hopefully you guys have been able to get some bits and pieces of info out of here. But this will help you guys get through the monetization process a lot faster than starting a channel from 0 subs and 0 views. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. So what are the minimum requirements in order to get your channel monetized? And on top of that, how can we be able to hit them? So inside of this module, we're gonna be breaking down some different strategies, but in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the numbers that you need to achieve to be able to monetize your channel. So first of all, YouTube has announced, and if you go inside of your channel, that you need to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days. So with this being said, in the next 365 days, you need to hit these requirements in order to become monetized, and then you have to, in the last 365 days, have that number. But we're gonna wanna hit that as soon as possible, obviously. We wanna try to hit it in maybe a couple of weeks, or like just as soon as possible. I've even had it to where I've done it in like 7 days, and then you have a monetized channel from scratch, and then with that, you can start making money off of your channel. So breaking that down, what does 4,000 hours of watch time look like, and how could we achieve that? Because I would say actually for the most part, that's probably the easier number to hit, but the subscribers, that's way more straightforward. Just get 1,000 people to subscribe to your channel. So if you have 4,000 hours of watch time, just doing some quick math, that would be to multiply that by 60. So you need about 240,000 minutes worth of watch time, and that's a number that we can work with, because now YouTube analytics, they all run off of minutes instead of hours. So in order to hit 240,000 minutes, all you need to do is technically, let's say that you have a 10-minute video and the average person watches it for about 5 out of those 10 minutes. So we'd be getting 5 minutes of watch time per 1 view. So if we were to divide this number by 5 minutes, then that means we would only need to get 48,000 views. And relatively speaking, that's not that long. Or we could have 48 videos that each get approximately 5 minutes of watch time, and then on top of that, or the average person watches it for 5 minutes, and you get 1,000 views on each one of these videos. There's so many different ways that you can break this down, but at the end of the day, you need to try to hit 240,000 minutes, or approximately like 50,000 views if you're getting an average watch time of about 5 minutes. So on my viral channels, usually I get like a 6 or 7 minute watch time, so that would significantly reduce the amount of views that you need to hit in order to achieve that number. But that would be more or less like 30 to 40,000 views you'd have to get if you have a little bit better audience retention. So anyways, we're gonna break down inside of this module how you can hit that number and how to even expedite the process so you can have a channel monetized by today. And as long as you just follow along with these steps, we're gonna show you some of the different processes that we use to get channels that are already monetized. Inside of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to speed up the review process. So once you get the minimum requirements, which is quite simply just 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, YouTube's going to put you into this review period where basically they're going to have someone manually review your channel and make sure that your channel fits the minimum requirements, and then on top of that, it goes with along with the community guidelines, and your channel isn't anything out of the ordinary. So Usually this process, I've seen it take like anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. And then I've also had channels where it takes them 3 months to get monetized. So we want to speed this up as much as possible. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a hack if you decide to go this route to monetize your channel. The normal way of starting from a brand new channel. This is going to be the best way to speed up that process, the review process, so that way you can channel get immediate monetized as soon as possible. So this is what your channel is going to look like. It's going to have this thing where it says like, hey, you need 4,000 watch hours and you have over that, and then you need over 1,000 subscribers and you have over that. So if your channel is clearly above both of those and you are under review, then this is a little hack that you can use real quick. So what you're gonna want to do is imagine that it has it under here, like right here in the section. So if your channel does show that normally, what you're gonna want to do is click this little help and feedback button here down in the bottom left. Just click help and feedback, and then scroll down to the bottom of it and click send feedback. So what you're gonna wanna do is, we can put this down in the description down below, but you need to simply put this in there. And it's basically saying, hi YouTube team, I have been under review for monetization for a while now, and it's okay to over exaggerate that just a little bit, but I am over the required watch time and subscriber counts. Please let me know if anything is okay or who I can get in with to move my application forward. So this is basically just gonna send it feedback over to their review team, and this will actually get someone to check out your channel. And then what you're gonna want to do is the little area down here where it normally would be, you would just highlight that and make sure that it stands out, and then you would hit done, and then you would just simply hit send. Now obviously you already have to have the minimum requirements in, but once you already have those requirements in, this is gonna help you speed up the review process. And I've had a few channels or other people that have done this, and they've been able to get monetized and gone through the review process within a day or two after they submit this in. So this will help you guys speed it up, start getting your channel monetized as soon as possible. But like I said, just be aware, it's gonna take a little bit of time to get your channel reviewed, but this will help it speed up a little bit. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.